Hey guys, the Judge Prime here. Welcome back to another album review. Today we're talking about Kiss Daniel's debut album, New Era. Now, Kiss Daniel is a Nigerian Afrobeat act who signed to G Worldwide Entertainment, who rose to fame in 2014 with single Woju. Now, Kiss Daniel is a new act, rather new. He's only 22 years old, and there's been a lot of hype and anticipation surrounding his album release. I particularly wasn't on his hype train. I thought it was another one-hit wonder. I didn't pay too much attention. Now, this album is 20 tracks long, quite a lengthy album once again. It doesn't have many features, it only has one feature of Kiss Daniel's label mate, Sugar Boy, and he's featured on about 3 tracks, I think it is. The producers on this are about 4. There are about 4 producers on this. Beatburks, Mastercraft, Young John, DJ Kublon, and Kim's Beats. So as for the theme of this album, there's heavy emphasis on love. Kiss Daniel talks about love and relationships and women that he's with or girls that he likes and things of that nature. There's also references to his own story and how he came up and the struggles he had to face and the struggles he still faces as an act now, talking about how people didn't rate him when he was starting off, talking about how people always have something to say no matter what he does, saying negative things about him. This album to me really struck me as being very authentic and very unique. Now, Nigerian music is heavily saturated, in my opinion, with just pop songs that sound very similar. So to listen to an album like this, which has heavy influences of dancehall, which has heavy influences of Yoruba high life, and also mixes influences of sounds which are more specific to the southeast region of Nigeria, hearing all that come in and hearing also Kiss Daniel's, cadence and flow on this album, it really was unique. It was a breath of fresh air, and it's something which I have been longing for in Nigerian music. Now, while Kiss Daniel is heavily influenced by a number of acts, the influence I feel the most is one from Nice, another icon in Nigerian music. Kiss Daniel's delivery is also very unique. It's very authentic, and the beats are structured in a way that gives Kiss Daniel a unique feel to him. I will say that the producers did an excellent job here, especially on songs like Good Time, which is my favorite on the album. Songs like Gobe, very slow, especially Gobe. It does give me a feel of Nollywood, like Nollywood movies set in the village and talking about love stories, those kinds of soundtracks to Nollywood movies. It feels like Kiss Daniel and his producers were able to sit down and create something which was modern, traditional, and also drew a lot of inspiration from different genres or different aspects of African culture. I did enjoy this album quite a bit. A number of tracks, I'd say my top 5 tracks of this album would be probably Good Time, Napo, Gobe, Kudi, and maybe, if I'm to throw something in, maybe Jumbo. I do feel it's a bit long. Kiss Daniel should have probably kept it at 12 to 15 tracks, because on the second half it kind of falls apart with songs like Ghetto Boys, Laye, which is a nice song but sounds like a knockoff of Woju. Kiss Daniel's lyrics aren't very deep, even though he does tell his story and he does talk about his love experiences or whatever experiences he's had. The lyrics in his songs are often repetitive. There's no real depth to it. There's no real lyricism, which you could give him leeway for because he's not exactly like a rapper or anything. I won't categorize this as Afropop. It doesn't really sound like a pop album. It is at its core an Afrobeat album. I wouldn't say cohesive. It feels like just a number of tracks to introduce us to who Kiss Daniel is. Definitely is a new era for Kiss Daniel himself. I think Mastercraft and DJ Kublon and all the producers on this album did a fantastic job. Really feels like they were able to create beats that could stand on their own, but at the same time Kiss Daniel's artistry wasn't overshadowed by the beats, and it's not like he was being carried by the beats. He brought something to the songs. The beats were amazing. His singing is pretty decent. I did like the sounds that were coming out of this album. I'd give it a 7, maybe 6.57. It was a bit lengthy. He could have done without some of the songs, and yeah, the lyrics were at times very repetitive. That being said, this is a great debut album. I really do look forward to seeing what projects he has coming up next. I hope he can maintain this unique authenticity that he has going for himself. I'll leave links to some of his songs in the description. Check them out. If you like them, maybe go buy his album or buy the songs. Give me your thoughts on this video. What did you think of this album? What do you think of Kiss Daniel? Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. My name is Ijaji Prime and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.